This week on Question Mark, we focus really on one big subject, which is what is the best B2B channel for you to be using in a social media capacity? Also, what would be my New Year's resolutions on that channel? Stuart asks, how about this for a question? Okay, a question in itself. On what one channel would a B2B professional supplier be best concentrating their efforts on? And what would your New Year's resolution be for that channel? And is there a title photo policy? Okay, on this one, the one channel I would use is LinkedIn, and that's not because it's business and all that stuff. But if you had to use one, the organic reach on LinkedIn is insanely good still at the moment, not so good on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So I would say LinkedIn, and there's TikTok as well, but it depends what business you are and all that. But I would say if there's one, LinkedIn is still insanely good. And this might scare you as well, but you really want to be posting, and whether that's unique or it's borrowed content or it's shared content, you really want to be posting almost once an hour on LinkedIn, and you really want to sort of fill that timeline. And what I'd be doing there is really trying to position you at the top of the funnel of awareness. So get your opinions out there, get your experience out there, and also be really active on people that follow you and people that you're seeing's posts as well. That's the number one way that you're going to be able to build your following into something really good. Also, hugely underrated as well is the good approach in terms of LinkedIn DMs. So, for example, I saw a great example a little while ago where a guy was trying to get some SEO work from a client that I had, and he came into the DMs, and it was a sort of small video. And what he had was he'd put himself at the bottom of the screen, and then he had the client's website sort of up there. And with that, the client was instantly intrigued because it was so personal to them. So I think super personalized. And also what the guy did, was he gave them about 12 minutes of free SEO advice, and then he got contacted, and I think ended up doing some work with them. So LinkedIn DMs are really sort of demonized, and I don't understand why. Well, I think I do understand why, sorry. I think it's because people do it badly, and they just say, hi, call me, and they get really aggressive and they want your business and all that. But I think any good marketer, any good salesperson will be able to do it in a much more personalized, bespoke way. Then you've got LinkedIn stories, and I would say you want around 10 posts per day on that if you can as well. And it's all things to tell your story, show what your working life is like, show what's going on with you, show the results that you're coming up with for your clients or for your customers. And also, make it a story as well if you can. Try and give it a beginning, a middle, and an end so that it's interesting, for people to stay watching, if you like. Because if you ever notice, story stats, the first one does quite well and the 10th slide doesn't do so well. So start thinking about how you can keep people gripped going through the whole 10. So then I would use the next 6 months to really grow your awareness by doing this sort of 20, 24, whatever posts a day, and try and head towards that 10,000 quality connections in your network, and similar amount of follows, if not more, for you and your company. So then move down the funnel, maybe after the 6 months or now and again, to look at consideration and conversion posts. Now, there'll be lots of information on how to do that on Google. So, just search it in terms of the funnel, in terms of social media posts, and in terms of the differences between awareness, consideration, and conversion. But I would say stay at awareness for that first 6 months and ask very little of your audience. Just give them really valuable insight, thought-provoking content, and I'll try and stay away if you can. I mean, you can post these, of course, but, for example, on Wednesday, the PlayStation thing blew up where new PlayStation's coming out. They took over lots of tube stations to change the circle to one of their iconic controller buttons. And, do you really need to be the 14 millionth person to post that? Probably not. I mean, you can if you want it as a post, but I think it's more than that. What could you actually do to get something exciting across? So then also LinkedIn groups, they seem to be a bit of a wasteland, really. So I don't know what's going on there, but if you can investigate it and see if there are good ones and what they're doing, ones that are well engaged, and also keep an eye on it. Company pages as well are usually a bit bland as well. So I think the best strategy on LinkedIn is personal brand first. You, the leaders in the business, the key people of influence in the business, posting about the business, and obviously making it clear that you're from that business, not trying to hoodwink anyone. But people will buy into you, people buy people, and the rest will follow. And do what you can as well, to just have a more interesting company page and maybe a lateral thought group. For example, if you are a patent attorney or trademark lawyer, the group's maybe about the world's best inventions, and then a podcast could come off of that, and all these things. So have a look at that. And also, if you want to up your game on LinkedIn, I'd definitely check out the GOAT agency. So Harry and the gang there, they had a daily soap every day that was cut and edited and put up about what life was like at this millennial and centennial influencers agency. It was brilliant, just so good. And also Shay Rowbottom is amazing in terms of some comedy skits, but also some serious points on how you can do well in video, being a leader for your business on LinkedIn. And then of course you've got Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V handles LinkedIn incredibly well. So the best advice on that is, don't do exactly what they do, but understand what they're doing and why they're doing it, and then bring that across to your business. I'd say as well, Facebook is huge for business. Lots of people don't have, I think it's 2.9 billion users now, monthly active users. There's little delineation now between work and home. Usually people have sort of got one phone now, and they don't mind seeing, work stuff and home stuff at similar times. So, I'd say after LinkedIn, I would definitely go for Facebook. I think that would be, a really, really smart move. So New Year's resolutions for that channel, I mean, I think it follows on really. I would do the above, but I would start now. Why wait till the calendar says when it should happen? I think, diet starts now, or, the running starts now, or whatever it is, the better lifestyle starts now. So I would sack off the idea of, must happen first, second, third, whenever you sober up, of January. I think that it actually has to be now. Why wait? Just get on with it. And at the moment as well, time kind of means nothing. It's all just drifting by. So I would get on with it and use the time to get match fit. So I'd say do as much video as you can, and it's shown that videos are 4 times more engaging than photos, and they're more engaging, but then people post them less. So it's a bit weird. I think there should just be a policy from people that get into it now. Just make it video, because that's how it works. And that's why I'm doing this now. Try and make them distinctly yours if you can, in terms of look and color and tone of voice and sounds and filters and text over the top and all that. And in terms of copy, just remember that LinkedIn will automatically clip what you're saying if it's a long form post, or even if it's a couple of paragraphs or a few lines. So say more, it'll say more. So what I would do is have a dummy account that no one's following it, change it if too many people are following it, and just keep testing it and see what it looks like, and just put the time in. Putting up a post can be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour of your time to get that post perfect. And also look at LinkedIn's pages, and also ask questions on LinkedIn of what people have found successful. But also you'll be able to see in your feed of who you're following which posts are most successful. So magpie that, steal that with pride, and take a little bit of their magic and see how, I'm not saying copy it, but see how you can bring that across to your channel too. Stuart asks, what's your top 3 Christmas ads so far? Well, that is going to be next week's show, where we'll do a Christmas special and we'll do a countdown of some of my favourite ads, and I'll talk you through them.